Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like the Akim or Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Alright, don't let the picture fool you. Things are not as they seem. Alright, now this video, I'm going to title it the way that I'm titling it. Alright, this is your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. You know, there's a story out here that I share every so often, you know, brothers in the camp know about. Basically, you know, something that I think about a lot in the days to come, Jacob's trouble and the famines. You know, what if you were given a test of what I like to call the golden hot dog? The fact that you might be out somewhere, you know, chaos, the cities, society's in shambles, you know, it's chaos, buildings dilapidated, ain't no more Walmart, ain't no more Kroger, you know, it's just pure chaos on the earth, right? Jacob's trouble. And you might find yourself to where you're starving to your last ounce of life. You on the pavement, starving out, and you look up, and what do you see? The golden hot dog. A hot dog, perfectly preserved, cooked, rolled over with ketchup and mustard, a perfect bun on a plate of fucking gold, sprinkled with edible gold sprinklings, okay? What you gonna do? Are you gonna deny it and die for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? Or are you gonna eat it just to sustain your life? And I'm using this picture. This is a picture that I took because I had a situation happen, you know, some days ago. I didn't want to do the video that very day. I waited until a couple days after because, make a long story short, and I'm going to get some scriptures, but I'm doing a lot of talking. Make a long story short, y'all, I was on a fast on this particular day, right? And now I was at work and I was doing my deliveries. You know, it was a hot day, but I wasn't dying. I mean, it was 80, but I wasn't, you know, once you fast regularly, you get used to it, right? So I'm just going through the motions of the day, and I pull up to get to my next stop, and one of the ladies, you know, now normally this is an old white bitch. She's cold, short talker, you know, never smile. But here I pull up, she's smiling all in my face. She's like, yeah, so-and-so, talking about one of her coworkers, so-and-so's retiring today, and she wanted to treat all of the workers. And so she hands me a box of styrofoam, you know, the food styrofoam box, and I don't know what's in it yet, but it smelled like turkey sandwiches. So already right there, you know, that's temptation. Here it is, I'm on a fast, and all of a sudden this woman wants to hand me some what smelled like a damn good turkey sandwich, unbeknownst to me. Now, you know, hey, we're in this world, but we have the wisdom, right? So I use wisdom. I didn't stir up no fuss. I said, okay, yeah. I said, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. I took it, you know, put it in my truck, kept going. Of course, I didn't have any intentions of eating it. And as I stopped to open it up and look, what did I see? I saw this right here. The grandma's cookies, nigga, Lay's Classics, and two. Man, this is what fucked me up, y'all. Usually when coworkers or when you get food from the job, it be looking soggy and raggedy. These hot dogs was in perfect condition, 2 burn marks on both sides, so you know they was fresh off the grill, ready to go. Even the buns, look at the buns. The buns ain't smashed and soggied up. The buns is good. But guess what? This is pork, nigga. So we can't eat it. All right, so let's get some scriptures. And what hit my mind immediately is the fact that, y'all, that if you think that this truth that we are in is very real and true, you have spirits that will tempt you. Satan will tempt you. You have the left hand and the right hand. You have right and wrong. You have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. What you gonna do, and what are you gonna choose? Are you gonna choose that in which is right? Or are you going to choose that in which is carnal to fulfill your needs, or your wants, should I say? All right, we are in a spiritual war at all times. Let me get Sirach, the 2nd chapter. That's basically the point of this video, y'all. This truth is very real. All right, temptation lurks around the corner at every turn. Why? All right, because it is a test. Every moment, Everything is a test. Sirach 2:1. If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Plain and simple. When you come into this, you need to acknowledge that you're not just dealing with the physical things in front of you. You have the entire spiritual realm, which we cannot see currently, but we know that it's real because of the things that happen on the earth. You can't make this shit up. Not only was it a perfectly placed meal, got the grandma cookies, dog. Nigga, I ain't had grandma cookies since elementary. The grandma's cookies, Lay's, just to double it up, get you a double helping, and 2 pristine, preserved, hot dogs ready to go. You can't make these things up. Now, had I eaten that would have been 2 things. Number 1, I would have been breaking a fast, that shows a lack of integrity. You know, you're going to go on a fast for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then finish it out, whether it be a no food, no water, or no food and only water, right? Finish it out. Show Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that you believe in them enough that they will give you the energy to make it through your day, right? But, so, you know, I would have been breaking a fast, and I would have been committing sin in eating what? Swine, which we were commanded against doing. So that was a double whammy temptation, which Satan knows how to try us, right? Deuteronomy 8:3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. All right, this is a prayer. You know, this is actually, you know, before you eat a meal, you know, you should be praying over it. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be super extensive, but every meal you eat, you should be praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, hey, the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for allowing me, you know, this meal, this sustenance. You know, when other motherfuckers out here don't got shit. All right, so all types of, so when I open that box up, all type of scriptures just start flooding my mind, you know. And then the story of the golden hot dog also came back to mind, and the way that the golden story ends, you know. So say, you know, taking it back now, so say you deny it, say you right there starving out and you deny the golden hot dog for your faith and belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and right as you think you're about to croak, what happens? You know, you look up and it's somewhere else. It's some lawful food perfectly waiting, ready to go. Boom. And you crawl your ass over there and you eat that lawful food and you back Gucci. All right, it'd be as simple as that. You don't think the creator of all existence can make lawful food miraculously appear before you? Or just simply put a spirit upon you? You know, hey, y'all, man, let me get this one example. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can put a spirit on you, on some of us, to where when shit pops off, y'all, we don't even feel the sensation of hunger anymore, man. You had the I'm gonna have to go get out of Second Esdras as well, but I'm gonna go get this out of, you know what, no, we're gonna go to Second Esdras first. I'm gonna get the example of how Habakkuk came and fed Daniel. All right, the Heavenly Father can make animals come feed you. He can come grab a prophet and teleport him to feed you. All right, or to simply put a spirit upon you to where you literally are capable of going without food or water for extended periods of time. Now, right now on this side, before things pop off, you know, obviously you try to go more than 7 days without food and water, you'll be gone, you know, right? So we don't try to test our limits, but in those days and times, you have to rely completely on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Second Esdras, and I'm gonna start at let me see. Matter of fact, I'll get this example with Esdras, and I'll get the example with, I believe, either Elisha or Elijah. All right, you'll see what I'm talking about. I believe Elijah. This is 2 Esdras 14:38. It says, "In the next day, a voice called me." Now, if you remember Esdras, you know, he was out fasting for days, weeks at a time. And the angel Uriel kept telling him, you know, basically, look, go do another fast, and I'll come back with more answers. So this is around after he did the final fast, where he was eating flowers for, I forget exactly. I want to say he ate flowers in the field for either a week or for 10 days. All right, Salakia. But so we'll 2nd Esdras 14 and 38. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Esdras, open thy mouth and drink that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full as it were with water, but the color of it was like fire. And I took it and drank. And when I had drank of it, my heart uttered understanding, and wisdom grew on my breast. For my spirit strengthened my memory, and my mouth was opened and shut no more. All right, so here it is. Literally, an angel came and gave Esdras a cup of water, like he said. You know, it was the appearance of water, but it looked like fire. You know, so hey, y'all, the Heavenly Father can send an angel to come give you, you know, some manna, you know, some miraculous substance to keep you alive, which is what in that Deuteronomy 8 and 3, that's what it was talking about. The fact that, you know, because Jake was given the manna and started tripping, the Lord told us, you know, hey, don't take more than enough for one portion. Just get enough for your daily bread. Don't grab extra manna. All right, and you know, what did niggas do? Grabbed extra manna, and the Heavenly Father punished us for that. But this is just showing you the Heavenly Father can miraculously. That ain't nothing. But see, in this carnal Edomite world, we've been taught what? You got to eat 3 square meals a day. You know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snack in between each. So really, you eating 6 times a day, like a fucking whale shark. You know, the mouth the size of a diesel engine. Right? We're Hebrews. We're supposed to be a spiritual people, man. And it's no coincidence. The apostles, you know, Elder Apostle Gabar, he just did that video dealing with walking and health and intermittent fasting. All right, we're Hebrews. That's supposed to be a part of your regular routine. All right, that's supposed, unless you have some sort of health issue you're battling with, where you have to constantly, you know, take in particular fruits and vegetables. You know, you're trying to, you know, cleanse your skin, or, you know, dealing with eczema or something of the blood, right? Fasting should be a part of your regular regimen to show to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, we're not like these MFers, man. We not like these worldly people. All right, now let me get the next example. All right, and of course, you know, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. You know, you don't have to go out here and do 5 dry fasts a week. You know, you won't make it unless you're Judith. All right, if you go reading the story of Judith, if I understand it correctly, she only ate like twice a week. It told you she ate on the Sabbath and on the eves of the Sabbath in her widowhood after her husband died. But even her, their bodies were stronger back then. You know, we can't survive eating 2 days a week. You know, but now let me get this out of, let me get this. All right, here we go. It's 1 Kings 19 is the example. And it was actually, so this is actually the prophet Elijah, which was the master prophet, if you will, that came before Elisha, right? So 1 Kings 19 and 5, it says, and as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head, and did eat and drink, and laid him down again. So an angel came and woke him up, said, here, eat and drink. And he ate and drank. You know, it was not a, hey man, the prophets were so used to miracles back then. He's like, okay, cool. Ate, drank, went back to, you know how bad one of us would bug out if an angel, and we knew it was an angel, and it made us aware that it was an angel, woke you up, came and dealt with you, boy, we wouldn't know what to do, boy. We'll do 100 videos on that alone, you know, in a day, whatever brother that was to occur to, right? So side points, like it. So verse 7. And the angel of the Lord came again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of Yahweh. So right there, the angel, you know, came to him, fed him again. And it tells you that Elijah went off the strength of that meat for 40 days and 40 nights. Meaning what? He didn't eat again for another 40 days and 40 nights. That whatever he was given was able to sustain him for that long. All right, and that's something that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has control over, how our body feels, moves, and affects. Because here it is, y'all, there will be certain days where, you know, you get no sleep, ate garbage food, you know, it was a bad night the night before, right? But you might wake up feeling revitalized, and I've had that happen. And on the opposite end, there might be days you went to sleep early, had your smoothie, you know, exercise, did everything right, and you woke up and you felt like you were about to, you felt like you was about to be up in the spiritual realm. You know, say I'm lying. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in control of the effects of hunger and what they can do on your body. The Heavenly Father can, and He's gonna. If you don't believe that He's gonna they're gonna make a way for us in the times to come, you just not gonna make it. You know, so you gotta believe, y'all. So circling it back to this a little bit, you know, dealing with this. You know, say I went and took it, got out the way. Of course, I didn't eat it. I just got out of the lady's sight, and then I tossed that shit out the window. You know, I didn't want to, you know, disrespect her and throw it out in front of her face like, bitch, I'm a Hebrew. This is pork. What that nigga Mahaman say in ISPK, wisdom's for cowards. You know, and threw it in her face. I'm no coward. What, you eat a white woman? No, man. Well, I ain't do all that. That's how I still got my job. You do all that dumb shit, you're gonna be unemployed. You know, so took it, and I cracked it open. I said, wow, ain't that the devil? And took a picture of it. You know, but hey, this is a real spiritual battle we're fighting out here, y'all. There are things that you will be working on, and you will be tempted with that. Let's say, for instance, you know, you want to work on, let me lay off the women. Now, all of a sudden, you got some of the most beautifulest bitches all popping up in it. You hear that you at Target, bitches coming to tap you on your shoulder. You out trying to eat, the waitress all up in your face, you know. Or let's say you working on reading, you trying to read more. Now all of a sudden you passing out reading. We are in a spiritual battle. The things that we deal with are not always going to be physical. And they may not always be seen, but we know that they are there, and we know that they are true because of what happens. Okay? You can't make this shit up. Any other day of the week that I've been, you know, working, this could have happened. But it happened while I was fasting. No coincidence. All right, I'll just give one more example. Dealing with, I'll get the example out of Bel and the Dragon. Showing you how, what the fuck is that? Slakia, what the hell is he doing? Showing you, okay, that's odd. Oh, he on his ass. Oh, that's no good. That nigga just got pulled over by a state trooper. Okay. At least it's not me. Let's do Bel and the Dragon. You know, man, Esau's a motherfucker, dude. What is a state trooper doing in the middle of the city anyway, pulling people over? But hey, you know, it's not my business. Let me get out the way, man. Just Esau. Just E. Bel and the Dragon 1, and it is, the main point is in 36, but we'll do this. If you know the story, Daniel was cast into the lion's den. Right, so we'll start here, actually. Start here. So, Bel and the Dragon 1 and 30. It says, now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. So not only, and this is something that I like to make mention of, not only was Daniel cast into the lion's den, you know, you'd expect him to get torn to shred immediately, but he was in there for a week. He was in there for a week. All right. Daniel was in there for a week. Do you know what that felt like? Do you know what that could have felt like? Every waking moment. You know, now, you know, obviously after a while, and the lions didn't come killing him, obviously, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with me. He's keeping their spirits at bay. But you think he was fully comfortable up in there? You know? Shit, a week done gone by. He ain't got to shower, ain't got to brush his teeth, hair, and you waking up, you asleep. You wait, you hear, you're like, oh, whoa, hey, what? You know, and it's just one of them snoring, a lion snore. You're like, oh, okay. You know, come on, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is amazing. Verse 32. And in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them to the intent that they might devour Daniel, so they had them extra hungry on purpose, the lions. It says, now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, who made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go, carry the dinner that thou hast in Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. And that's a reasonable response. But with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, there is no excuses. So here it is. You had the prophet Habakkuk minding his own business. He was about to, when you go read it in Daniel, you know, he was about to go bring, well, it tells you right here too. He was about to bring food to the reapers. And the angel appeared to him, said, hey, you need to go take that to Daniel. And he's like, shit, okay, I don't know where that's at. And so what happened? Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which Yahweh hath sent thee. And Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O Yahweh, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. All right. And of course, you know, it tells you right here, the angel took Habakkuk back to where he belonged. But this, y'all, you know, you have to believe that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is capable of doing things for you. These are the type of things you have to have settled in you so that you resist the mark. Because if you don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's omnipotency, their ability to provide for us, all right, you'll give in to the mark, which is what dudes at a lot of these other camps are going to do. They not, hey, what are the guys going to do at one body? Because they don't believe that Yahushai did miracles. So how the fuck they going to eat? You know? So just a real quick video. This is very real, y'all. But we deal with real spirits tempting us on the daily. But we got to remember that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is our provider. All right. So I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash, to honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim Aquath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.